Terror is coming to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And by terror, what I mean is we have got the second sister from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order coming into the game, and whilst my face cam is covering it a little bit, we have got the Inquisitorious tag coming into the game, which implies we are going to have more Inquisitors. So, a couple of theories going on here. We haven't got a full kit reveal at the time recorded. I've got Discord open just in case we get a notification while I'm recording, but my suspicion is this is the first of 5 leading to a legendary event. That is my suspicion, just based on this one screenshot we've got so far, thanks to Swaggo Events. So let's just read what's on screen. Don't say for those of you just like that. So we've got Darkside, Attacker, Leader, which I find quite interesting because that implies the Grand Inquisitor may not be the leader, like I personally thought he would be if you're theory crafting these ideas or thinking what they would be. We've got Empire Inquisitorious and Unaligned Force User, which, yeah, that's pretty good. So, highlights. Purge, new debuff. It's a new debuff that augments Inquisitorious abilities. So that kind of sounds like some of the specific faction buffs, debuffs that we've seen in the game so far. It's a bit hard to tell what it is based just on this, but it sounds like it's going to be important to the Inquisitors, so we'll work from there. Terror and Territory Wars. Prevent Jedi enemies from healing from unique abilities. So that really does scream. We've got the likes of, say, Jedi Knight Revan. We've got Barriss. There are quite a few heals that can just be a little bit annoying. So the way I see it, that could be quite useful. We're going to have to see it in more clarity as far as I'm sure there are a lot of heals on unique for Jedis. But how many there are will be interesting. Zaris is the one that really sticks out to me, though. If it actually shouts out health equalization, that could be interesting. And then begin the hunt, pierce your opponent's armor, and devastate your opponent. So that could be something to counter the likes of General Kenobi, or just any of these really thick tanks that maybe appear in the game. It's a bit hard to tell, again, what they're thinking about there, because the best I could think of is maybe a counter towards Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, but I doubt they really want to be able to counter a GL like him. So yeah, it's a little bit interesting. As far as the actual synergy suggestions, they're going for Darth Vader, Piet, Gideon, and Thrawn. I'd be amazed if they wanted to put Vader in that lineup. I mean, maybe in Territory Wars it would make sense. Vader won't be working with Starkiller in Territory Wars, or at least he isn't a priority. Yeah, I would have thought it would be the Imperial Troopers, same with Gideon, so Thrawn would probably be the most logical choice, but you'd have to see if there's really a direct connection between the two as far as synergy goes. So, I've only spoke for 3 minutes here, but I'm going to just leave it for a moment. I'm going to see if the kit's revealed later tonight. If not, we're going to have a little bit of a time jump, and yeah, we're going to see what happens next. Okay, here we go. I wasn't actually expecting it. It's been a while. Okay, so Second Sister. So we've read all this, so let's just skip along to this. The Second Sister, a Jedi formerly known as Trilla Siduri, is storming onto the holotables. As a member of the Inquisitorious, Second Sister was tasked by Darth Vader to hunt down Jedi who survived Order 66. So let's have a look. Blah 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 blah. We'll just skip this bit here. Oh, they've done an interview with the Galactic War Report. Okay, I might give that a listen. The basics. Yep. We've seen the tags. Second Sister's main pillars are betrayal, abandonment, surprise, and ruthless efficiency. Second Sister is a damage dealer. Players should focus on letting her gain extra bonuses during battle from her unique, and then using them for a big hit. Okay. It seems like something that might stack. Second Sister's Omicron ability functions in Territory Wars, where her enemies will start the battle with 2 stacks of Purge. Furthermore, Jedi enemies, excluding Galactic Legends, that discounts JML, can't recover health or protection from their unique abilities. Okay. Unique attributes. In addition to being the first Inquisitorious in the game, Second Sister also introduces the new status effect, Purge. Purge will be a central theme to Inquisitors as more of them are introduced. Well, I'm glad they didn't try and pretend that there weren't going to be more. I'm glad about that. Second Sister's kit can achieve a lot of defense penetration via a can't run forever special. And everyone is expendable unique ability. So, Second Sister's entire kit is inspired by her appearance in Jedi Fallen Order, as she pursues Cal Kestis. Her kit ability names are taken from her in-game dialogue. We tried to pay homage to her visually stunning attack animations from Jedi Fallen Order while giving her our own brand of artistic stylings. Inquisitors are a division of the Empire dealing with hunting down and exterminating the Jedi that escaped Order 66, as well as any other Force user that poses a threat to the Emperor. To this end, we created a new Inquisitorious tag, and that will be shared by members of that faction. The Purge status effect creates a new design space that lets us have future Inquisitors interact with the same mechanic, but in their own unique ways. So, strategy tips. As alluded to above, you'll want to build up stacks of Purge during battle and then use special abilities to hit your enemies with a powerful attack. Second Sister's Can't Run Forever special ability can be tricky to use without other Inquisitorious allies. As more Inquisitors come to the game, this ability will have more synergy and utility. So I get the feeling day one testing could be a bit awkward for her. Second Sister's unique bonuses are achieved by any enemy being defeated or an Empire ally being defeated. Okay, we're going to have to look at this kit because it seems interesting. Okay, so I'm going to skip that first one. Can we get more clarity on the So Much Fear basic ability and how it inflicts Purge? So at its core, the basic ability has a 30% chance to inflict a stack of Purge. If the Jedi has a target, there is an additional stack of Purge that is guaranteed to be inflicted. So in short, non-Jedi will get 0 to 1 stacks of Purge, and Jedi will get 1 to 2 stacks of Purge. Okay, we'll work this out in a minute. Does she have a legacy tier? Yes. Players will need the Second Sister at 5 stars in order to complete. Okay. Everyone is expendable unique. It counts either Empire allies defeated or any enemy. It can be a combination of those, 1 enemy defeat plus 2 Empire, 3 enemy allies, Empire allies, etc. Will there be more Inquisitors in the near future? Difficult to say given no one expects the Inquisition, but the real answer is yes. It would have been foolish for him to bring out a brand new tag. Second Sister, while I like her character, it's a bit of a random one to start on. At least for me, I'd have started with Grand Inquisitor if I'd been doing this. So yeah, I'm assuming she's here first because she's memorable. Alright, kit reveal. Okay. Pretty simple. I was hoping to be a Triller base, but we'll see. So, let's see. So Much Fear. Final text. Interesting attack animation, by the way. Triller, by the way, in the games, Jedi Fallen Order, very annoying to beat. So, deals special damage to target enemy, that's good to note, and inflict 1 stack of Purge if target enemy is a Jedi, which can't be resisted. Additionally, this attack has a 30% chance to inflict 1 stack of Purge to target enemy, which can't be resisted. Okay, so that's pretty clear. 0 to 1 for a normal enemy, 1 to 2 for a Jedi. Purge, increased effects from enemies that utilise Purge, which lasts until the end of the encounter and cannot be copied or prevented. So, okay, we'll see what that means. So, shall I end this? Bit of a weird name, but okay. Deal special damage to target enemy. This ability has 150% defense penetration. If target enemy is inflicted with Purge, this ability has 100% critical chance and plus 50% critical damage. Okay, so yeah, if the target enemy's got Purge, then yeah, she's guaranteed to crit and she's going to do double crit damage. Well, not double crit damage, but she's going to add 50% on top of what she's got. So that's quite good. I mean, it's simple, but it's quite good. It should be a heavy hitting attack with the Death Pen. Okay, Can't Run Forever. I was looking to see if that was Vader in the little icon then. Okay, so looks like we've got Stun in here. Deal special damage to target enemy and then consume up to 5 stacks of Purge. If any stacks of Purge were consumed, grant Second Sister critical damage up for 2 turns, and this ability has a 50% chance to inflict stun for 1 turn. Okay. Crit damage up is nice. For each stack of Purge consumed, remove 20% turn meter from target enemy, and Second Sister gains 10% turn meter, which cannot be evaded. So essentially, you're removing 20 from the enemy, and she's gaining 10, which isn't bad because, if you're talking about stacks, if you've got 5 stacks, that's 100% turn meter. She gains 50, which is pretty solid. If the target enemy has 5 or more stacks of Purge, stun them for 1 turn. Okay, so you won't just take the turn meter away, you'll stun them. That's pretty cool. So, leader, they will never be victorious. And this is the Omicron. So, Empire allies gain 5% offense, and Inquisitorious allies gain an additional 30% offense. Other Inquisitorious allies have a 30% chance to inflict 1 stack of Purge when using a basic ability. Again, we don't know how often they attack out of turn and all that stuff, but that could, in theory, be good. Again, we've got to see how the rest of the kits play out when they're released, but that does sound quite nice as far as spreading Purge. When an ally is marked... Okay, so we're going to assume that there is an Inquisitor coming out who will be getting marked. I would guess I can't remember which brother it is, but it might be the ninth sister even. They were pretty tanky characters, so maybe one of those will be someone who gets marked. But yeah, whenever an ally is marked, mark all other allies for 2 turns which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Ooh. Now that is a weird one, because in the kit suggestions they were suggesting Piet. But if you use Piet, you're going to be marking someone, but then everyone's going to get marked. So Piet really is not that great in this team, how I'm looking at it. You know, it's like when you're using an Imperial Trooper team and you put Piet there. You put your mark on Dark Trooper because Dark Trooper can take the hits. You know, you don't want Veers, Gideon, any of those lot getting marked. So, yeah, I look at this and I'm thinking Piet doesn't scream right there. Granted, they may be thinking about it the other way around as far as, say, Jedi Knight Revan faces this team, he puts mark out, everyone gets marked, so the taunt's kind of ignored. But, again, would that really be helpful? Yeah, I can only assume there's going to be something where if you get attacked, your stats get bumped, because that just sounds weird. Why would you want your entire team to be targetable? But again, we're going to assume there's a reason why you'd want that. It's like anti-stealth, isn't it? Okay, so the Omicron anyway. While in territory wars, enemies start the battle with 2 stacks of Purge. Jedi enemies can't recover health or protection from Jedi unique abilities, excluding GLs. Okay, so we're going to have a look at this, to be honest, aren't we? We're going to have to sort of look back on this when the next Inquisitor comes out and say, right, does any of this make a bit more sense now? Because we're assuming there's going to be 5 Inquisitors, so at that point, it might make a bit more sense. But for now, we'll see. So unique, everyone is expendable. Second sister gains plus 50% critical damage, so on top of a special shield, so gains another 50, so that's 100% crit damage on that ability. The special abilities can't be evaded when attacking an enemy with 1 or more stacks of Purge, that's nice. Whenever an enemy or Empire ally is defeated, second sister gains bonuses for the rest of the encounter. So, first Empire ally or enemy, it's plus 35 speed, which is nice. Then second enemy or Empire ally is 100% defense penetration, and then the third Empire ally or enemy is plus 50% crit damage. So she could go up to 150 on her first special. That is nice. But yeah, the plus 35 speed's nice because there's no real speed in the kit. There's nothing that says to me, oh yeah, she's going to get fast doing this, she's going to be great doing that. So the speed is nice there, but it really does imply you're going to need a quick kill. But I'm not sure. We're going to have to see her stats as well, because if she doesn't put out good damage on her own, she's going to be heavily reliant on the Inquisitors around her to elevate her. So yeah, my gut reaction here is that when she is released, I am assuming on Thursday, it's going to be a bit of a dud release day one. I mean, I think they've said that as much. You know, I don't think without a team around her, she's going to do much in Empire or Imperial Troopers. I don't even think there might be a Talon thing where she's meant, like Talon was meant for Sith Triumvirate. I don't think there's going to be something here where maybe she could be used with, say, Troopers or Empire. So we'll have to see. I mean, again, it says Purge, but Purge hasn't actually got a clear use. It's just like a status effect, essentially, to sort of say, right, things happen when you target Purge. So, yeah, a little bit of a weird kit. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I think there's a load of good stuff in here. But right now, it's like getting the middle piece in a jigsaw. You can't really tell what's going on with it. It's just like a a white shape, and you're just looking around hoping that the other pieces come with a bit more colour and a bit more detail, and you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense now, I know what that was meant to be. So a bit of a weird piece to release first out. I mean, I would say Hunter was the same with Bad Batch, and Bad Batch are a great team. So I'm not doubtful over this. I don't think the Inquisitors are going to be bad. I just think this is a weird piece of the jigsaw that you don't know what the picture is without seeing the picture. So hopefully we get one a week. Hopefully we're getting one a week where we can just at least see the picture and work from there. Plus, we have got things coming that might make things a little bit clearer. So before this came out, I was actually looking at the Inquisitorious, so let me just bring that up. Here we go. Now, whilst there wasn't actually anything specifically about how many they are, they say there may have been up to 12. Just looking at the memorable ones, really, you think, okay, we might be able to guess a few of them. I mean, I believe this is the 5th brother and the 7th sister. I think they would be safe bets coming into the game. If anything, they were very prominent in Rebels. Then, besides that, it'd be a long shot, but there was the 8th brother here. I think it would be a bit of a lame one to bring in, but it would make some sense. That would bring us up to 4 anyway. One who's missing that I think may need to come in as well. We've got this 9th sister. So that'd be 2 from the video games and 3 from Rebels. That would then leave a big gaping hole. Or, and I'm really slowing this down so I can get there in time, the Grand Inquisitor. Now, we've got 2 options as far as what's going to go on with this faction. I'm going back because I think an advert's playing. There we go, I can just hear it. Oh no, I can't hear it. Okay, so yeah, there's 2 options with this faction. They're either just going to be a fun faction that's got no role to play whatsoever. I very much doubt that. It could be that we're going to get a legendary release, so it could be the Grand Inquisitor that we'll work towards by getting these Inquisitors farmed up. Or it could be that we're going for Cal Kestis, which would make some sense, the Inquisitors chasing the Jedi. However, another thing that comes into my mind, whilst I try and avoid spoilers, so if anyone doesn't want to hear a spoiler or a potential spoiler for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, just switch off here. What I would say is I have heard rumours that there is going to be an Inquisitor in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Now, I don't know much about it. Like I say, I try and avoid them myself, but I think supposing those rumours were true, and there's part of the plot is going to be an Inquisitor chasing after Obi-Wan, maybe they're leading into that a little bit, where not necessarily that Inquisitor is going to be in the Inquisitorious faction, but maybe there's going to be a story about Inquisitors being part of something moving forward with Kenobi. I can't really guess what it would be because we haven't really got the show to work off. But when you think that they do line these things up with TV a lot, I mean, this is why Starkiller was such a surprise, because it was out of the blue. But considering Kenobi's coming out later this year, you think maybe they're just lining up the cards now so that when Kenobi hits and the show's out, there's something there that we'll be chasing, and we've got the tunes ready for it. So, again, I haven't got a firm image of what it might be in my mind. I mean, it could be the Grand Inquisitor, or it could be just the Inquisitor that is being chased by, chasing Kenobi. But yeah, I get the feeling there could be some form of chase there, that the second sister is just the first piece of the puzzle that we require to go on that chase. So yeah, I'm curious what you guys think. I think I've spoken enough here. I've been talking 15 minutes just with the kit reveal. But yeah, there's quite a lot of potential stuff here, and I'm curious what they're going to do with it. I mean, the Inquisitors, I'm down for that. I've been looking forward to that as a faction since, I'd say for the last 18 months, maybe. I'd like to say since I started playing the game, but that's a bit too long. I think there have been a few more things that have come out that I've been wanting more. But yeah, Inquisitors, they were on my wish list, and I'm glad they've come. But I hope they've got a plan for what they're going to do, because they're a fun faction in theory. I mean, that purge mechanic could be good, but we've got to see how it plays out. So we're going to need them pretty quick. So We'll see. We'll see. Honestly, I don't think anyone will be taking Second Sister to high gear unless they really, really need to. Okay, again, I've been speaking enough here. Alright, if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If there's anything you want me to change in the format of these types of videos with kit reveals, let me know in the comments. Other than that, see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone.